Welcome back to 18 Acres Journals. Today it is Work On It Wednesday, and I'm working on, and I'll show you the journal in just a second. I've already been working on it behind the scenes. But I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and do it together. Why not? I will show you the journal in just a minute. I'm working on this pretty little thing. Now we're working on this guy, which is what I'm doing here. I've already backed it. I was actually doing that and cutting it out when I first signed on and said, you know what, let's do this. I'm not going to be on here long because today my husband and I are going to take the afternoon and go hang out, walk the shops, go have dinner, come home and be quiet together because we're celebrating 40 years of marriage today. I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do what I normally would call my my little, I don't even know what that punch is called. The little white punch. I'll show you. I don't want to add too many ribbons to this one. I just feel like it'll be fine with just that one. It dresses it up a little bit. Talking about this guy. I don't know what you call this. I really don't. There is a name for it, I'm sure, but I've never really had a name. See? I'll put him right here. And I think that's cute. It doesn't need much more than that. Clean my mess. So how is everybody? This is our Work On It Wednesday, and I'm working on it with you guys. I've already put, and I did this with all the journals, and I think I mentioned this on Monday, where I went ahead and I put tags and pockets in every spot that I wanted to do it in, except for this right here. We have these really cute long things. I just got to remember where I put them. Are they in here? Well, they are, but there's also these pretty things. Oh, I think I want to put this one on here. That looks gorgeous. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to trim it up just a bit. Cut this much off of it. I think that'll be probably right. This is a piece of vintage paper. I don't want to close it off because I want them to be able to see how beautiful it really is. So I'm just going to put this on to decorate this empty spot. And I was going to put this on this page and slide this in, but I think I'm going to move on. We'll just do this. Let me get my book. To be honest with you, I want this to dress this page up. See, I left the words. Dress this page up. It goes with Santa. I can still turn it over and see how beautiful this page is. And now we'll take, so I think we're going to have to find another home for that guy. But there's supposed to be a tag here. So what do I do? I'm going to put it on that page. Yeah, we'll put it right here. We get to see Santa on the other side. Why not? All right, let me go ahead and glue him on. Bottom and side. There we go. There we go. And what is I do now? There. Oops. And then you still get to see Santa. You still get to see that pretty stuff. Okay, the next page that we're going to work on already has the stuff in it. It's such beautiful. They used to have such beautiful penmanship back in the day. This pocket we put on, I need to back him with some writing source that I happen to have over here. And we may put a piece of sari on this Santa, dress him up a bit. There we go. I am in a happy mood, but I'm also in a weird mood. I am. 40 years. And even though it's a long time, it seems to have gone by so fast. It really does. When you're with the right person, every day is fun. Every day. Even when you have your arguments, it's still fun. You know why it's fun? Because you kiss and make up, you learn what each other doesn't like. I want to do a little hole in this one and put a piece of sari in it. Santa deserves his own little ties. All right, let me put this one. I can't never tell which one's up and which one's down. Okay, this one's the big one. There we go. I never can tell. All right, let me get the sari out. And Santa, I don't really have reds. We'll do this one. This one's got reddish in it. We'll do this one. I got lots of beautiful stuff. I'm so excited about that. That's one of the things I love best about my husband is that he really supports me in whatever it is that I'm doing. When when my book was first published, which if you're interested in that, there is a video on here. I believe it talks about my book. I could be wrong. I can't remember if it's on this one or the old channel. Look how cute the Santa. But I love it. I'm not even gonna trim them. I love it just like that. Anyhow, when I first had my book published, he was very supportive and talked about it, told everybody. He just blessed me. And this one's going on this side only because it's a right hand flip. And now that I'm doing junk journals, every time any of his friends come over, no matter the reason, he brings them back here to my bonus room and shows them all my journals and look what my wife is making now, and she does this all by hand, and da-da-da-da. He really genuinely supports me, and I love that. Okay, and look, guys, the perfect size. We're gonna put that in there, and I guess we're just gonna do the prissy cut because there's really enough. I can't really do much with that. So let me go ahead and get this guy. Get him all beautified. So I've been on this new lifestyle change. I've been talking about it the last couple of times that I've videoed. And I have to tell you, I've been doing really good. I did not work out at all this morning, and I have no plans of working out. I did a Tai Chi workout yesterday, and it kind of kicked my butt. I didn't think it would. I thought it was going to be more relaxing, and but it made me use muscles I didn't even know I had. I love it, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to buy myself a Tai Chi DVD that teaches me all the moves and then shows me how to put them all together. I really loved it. It was really truly therapeutic while I was doing it. But I'm really sore and in a good way. And I'm not going to take a walk today because my husband and I are going to walk around the shops, and I figured that I'd get at least 20 minutes of walking in on that. And it is my anniversary, so I'm taking the day off. But I still had a Power Slim smoothie for my breakfast. I still did my hot shot. So I don't feel like I'm really cheating. But when I go to dinner, because we are going to dinner, when I go to dinner, I am going to eat what I want. I'm just going to be mindful of what I'm eating. You know, Meredith Shirk, I think is her name. She says she even has cheat days. Well, if I'm only eating off my diet one day out of 15, I don't think it's going to hurt me. I'm not going to gain all my weight back in one day. And as for weight, I don't know how much I lost. I just know my clothes are fitting me better. That is way, way too tall. I don't like it that tall. Look, guys. Look how tall it is. It hangs out the top. I'm gonna trim up. I like that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trim this right here. And we're gonna cut this out again. Yes, we are. Because I don't like them that tall. So we're gonna do it twice. Anyhow, I'm really excited. We're gonna go and do some fun stuff, but we're gonna try to get home early enough to where we can just relax at home when we're done. Because he is doing a side job right now, which he should be home around. I want to say 2-ish. He said. Look, now see, I think I like that. But I'm gonna try to put something on that. It's just way too plain. Let's find something. Let's find something. Nope. What do we want to put? Show me, Daddy. Show me what I want to put. You're really good about that. Nope. That's it. It's little. I don't need anything dramatic. Just something. Something to break it up. That was it. 7 at night. I'm going to put it right there. Now we'll put this in. And it fits in the page. All right, so there we go. Let's move it on. Looks good. Okay. This one. Okay. We're going to put Santa on this page. And we're going to make her. But Santa needs a piece of page. Speaking of Bookpage, I went with some girlfriends yesterday to a couple of thrift stores. And I got a couple of books that I really like that I'm going to try to incorporate into some journals, not Christmas journals, just regular journals, soon. And I got some stamps to price my journals. Oh, I didn't buy those yesterday. I bought those from Amazon. um, I'm going to cut this a little bit right here. Cut this out. And then cut this a little bit right here. I'm going to cut the bottom like this. Okay, and now since he's on this side, we're cutting this off. Okay. And I can probably use this piece right here for something else. I'm going to move it. But anyhow, I got some good books that I can't wait to, unfortunately, harvest. Yeah, this guy, I want to put yellow on the back because I don't need that now. Because the pages and everything's got a little bit of yellow in it. I don't really need any books for Bookpage for a while now. I got quite a few, and I'm excited about that. What I was looking for were books that I could use inside the journal, not necessarily for like backing my tags or my pockets, that sort of thing. I wanted some decorative books, some I could put in there. And I have full intentions of doing just that with some of these that I just got. And I also got a little container. I'm not exactly sure what's going to go in it. I can show you that, though. I just bought that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. It says, label me. I paid $2 for it, but I thought I could put something, maybe all those little things that are in there that I keep digging through and I'll be able to see better. I don't know. Okay, Santa needs to be put down on the paper. So we're going to do that. And then I need to figure out how tall that guy's going to be and what I'm going to do to it. I make a lot of these tall because I have tall journals that I had to do too. And I think I have one more tall journal left. But I put the tags and the pocket possibilities already in it. So let's see. Yeah, he's way too tall. We got to cut him down. We're going to the bottom. I don't really need all that. All right, let me see what we got. He's still tall. We're going to cut this part off too. Okay, there we go. And now, to figure out what we're going to do, I think I'm going to crop the corners. And we'll do that white one again. I'm not ready for more ribbon yet. Not yet. But I am going to dock that. And that. We'll go like this. Put the Santa in. I'm just going to try not to cut Santa's hat or his head. I don't mind the hat, just not his head. Okay. Now I gotta trim up my bottom pieces. There we go. All better. All right. Moving on. This guy. All right, so this one goes on this page, and this is just going to be a journal card. So I need to put backing, and I happen to have some backing right here. So let's do that. Let's glue this guy down first. Yeah, I went to a restaurant with my girlfriends, and we had lunch yesterday. And because I'm on that, it's it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change. I'm changing the way I eat. I'm also changing the way I exercise. I'm changing the way um, I even perceive food. You know, what I thought was, oh, I want to eat that. I don't need that kind of food because it wasn't really helping me. Sure, it gave me pleasure while I was eating it, but 5 seconds after I was all done, I always felt guilty because I ate too much, or it really made me sluggish and I had no energy, and I just didn't want to be like that anymore. So I started looking at food differently. I want food that's going to be good for me. It's going to help build my metabolism, my immunity, my bones, my organs. I want everything that the food is supposed to do to do. And this one, I need to trim up a little bit. We're going to trim down here. Just, you know what? I know me. I need my trimmer. Hey, I'll be right back. I had too much stuff on my desk to bring my trimmer over here. Otherwise, I would have. So now, because this is a fat guy, I'm just going to round the corners and we're going to stick it in. But anyhow, we went to this restaurant here in town. And unfortunately, what I thought was going to be a delicious meal turned out to be not so much. It was one of those kind of restaurants where you order your food and then they bring it to you. It's not a restaurant where you sit down at the table and they come and take your order. You stood in line. See, isn't that cute? Yeah, so I ordered first. I simply ordered their house salad without the croutons and the cheese. And I ordered their grilled shrimp. The lunch version, because I really don't need, well, this one's a pocket, but we're going on this side. Because I really don't need all that. It's too much here. I really don't need all that extra food when I'm trying to watch my portions. Okay, here we go. And so I ordered my food. I went and sat down at the table. They ordered their food. And then they came and sat down. Not long after we sat down, I almost forgot to do the bottom again. Not long after we sat down, she brought us our salads. So we all started eating our salads. And then after, I don't know, quite a bit, it did take a while for them to bring out our lunch. They brought out one lady's lunch. Then 5 or 6 minutes later, they brought out the next lady's lunch. And then they ate. They were almost done eating before they brought out my grilled shrimp. I mean, hello. I ordered first. But I was patient. I didn't say anything bad. I need a piece of book page. I also need some backing. And then what we're going to do is find some pretty stuff to put on it. But we're going to do these first. So anyhow, I sat there. And then they finally brought out my shrimp. I got 7 whole pieces. And it was the most overcooked shrimp I've ever had. And I mean, I don't even overcook my own shrimp at home. You know what I mean? And they wanted me to pay $22 for it. I paid the payment when we first ordered, but I did not leave her a tip. I thought, oh my God, how can you do that? And then when she brought the one lady's dinner. She tried to give it to me. I said, no, that's not grilled shrimp. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. And she had to check out her receipt to realize she actually even put in, she put my order in at that moment. And I thought I just didn't get it. So I don't know. Some people just don't care about how they do their jobs. You know, the Bible says, do everything as unto the Lord. So if you do that, if you have that mindset, everything you do will be in excellence. Everything. You'll do your best, you know? And I don't know. If I'm working to get tips, and because my paychecks aren't big because I'm a server, yeah, I'm gonna want to try a little harder than she did. Anyhow, my other girlfriend left a tip because her meal was good and she got her meal on time, but I think two of us walked away without paying a tip. And I'm thinking, honestly, um, for the price that I had to pay for what I ate, there's your tip. Anyhow, I'm not a complainer normally. I really am not. I walk away and go, well, I just want to either eat here again or I didn't really care for it. I'll tell my husband or my friend I didn't really care for it, but I would never complain. And I didn't. I did not complain to them at all. That we walked out, they thought we were all happy. But I wasn't. I really wasn't. And I was looking forward to that grilled shrimp because the picture on their website, on their menu, just looked so good. So, enough of me rambling. Okay, I'm just trying to trim up these edges. Okay, with that being said, you know how I am about saying that. Hey, this is the way it goes like this. I want to put some pretties on it, but I thought I would do one of these guys. It says there's angels on that. Let's see. Try this little girl. That looks pretty. Let me see these little words again. See if there's anything in here I want. I think I like that too. All right, so let me see. I want to put her, I think, right dead smack in the middle. I think I want to put this down here. I think I want to put this up here and let it kind of hang off a little bit. That's what I think I want to do. I think. And then we'll dock the corners and let that be like a tab thingy. Okay, so all right, here we go. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Stuff is sticking to stuff. Okay. I'm making a mess over here. All right, this one. And I am watching the camera this time. I don't really want to run out of time. I think that's what happened last time. All right, I'm moving her off to the side now that I think about it. Because I like those little words and I don't really want her covering them up. I think that looks nice. And then special delivery, we'll just put off to the side a little bit. Like so. Okay, I like that. And then this one. There we go. Put you right here. Except for I did not mean to put glue all over it. Now there's glue right there. I gotta stick something on it. Put a piece of this. And I'll just use my little scissors to cut around it. How's that? There. It'll strengthen it too. A little bit. Yesterday, I actually blow dried my hair for the first time in God knows how long. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, because normally when I wash my hair, I towel dry it and I let it just air dry, and it comes out kind of curly. And so I thought it was kind of cute. It gave me the the feel of putting curlers in my hair. See, I'm gonna do this, just to dot the corners. But anyhow, yesterday I blow dried it, and unfortunately, part of my hair got stuck inside the blow dryer's engine, the little motor part, and I freaked out. I got it out. I was able to brush the little knots out. They didn't tear me up, but yeah, that was kind of scary. All right, let me see. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Moving on. One, two. Okay. Oh, we're on the back page. Oh, thank you, Jesus. All right, so that's gonna be my pocket. I'm just gonna put all these in a bag. That's what we'll do. And then we'll call it this one done. If I can get it in the bag. All right, there we go. Come on, get in there. Thank you. Okay, now I gotta do the backing. Here's a piece right here. I knew I'd be able to use it eventually. Now I'm gonna put him on. Okay, I'm going like this. And then I'm gonna cut this and cut this. Do like this. And then cut that and cut that. And go like this. And then we'll do our little thumb punch, half circle. Okay, I'm gonna fold these back. This will help give me a little bit of more space. Come on. We're not gonna forget the bottom this time. There. And now I will look for something cute to put on the pocket, since I can. And maybe something up here. We'll do that. I'm excited about going off with my husband. We don't get to spend much time together with him working in Orlando. Believe in the magic. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm not putting anything up there. I'm gonna put this right here, but I'm gonna do my corners. He was the one who suggested a dinner and a movie, and I said no. I said we watch movies at home all the time. He goes, "What do you want to do?" I said, I almost feel like just saying, "Forget it. I don't care." I said, because I couldn't think of any one thing I wanted to do. So he went and he took a shower. He was getting ready to go do his side job. And came out of the shower and said, "How about we go shopping?" We walked through the shops. And I said, "To get what?" He goes, "I don't know, whatever you want." And I'm like, oh. Now that sounds pleasing. So we're gonna go walk through the shops and then have like either a late lunch or an early dinner. Okay, so and we are done with this journal. Praise God. So I can move on. I have two left. One more like this and one more tall. So I'm going to get busy on it behind the scenes. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching on this Work On It Wednesday. Have a blessed day.